Hello, everybody. Like, have you missed us? We've been kind of like occupied. Um, Eric's
This
had. Go
this
ahead.
mother this motherfucker right here been VIP too good for all of us. So he's been doing his thing, like forgetting about the rest of us in the world. So here we are, folks, because somebody decided to show his face for a change.
Hello, hi, everybody. I am here, and welcome to another episode of the podcast. Of course, me and Big E are here, and yes, he is right. I have been under tremendous amounts of fucking graduation pressure and high school
I don't want to
events,
hear it.
and I have literally been involved in everything. Like it's it's a lot, but I make time for y'all. Okay,
Sure.
yeah. So we probably won't do another one for another month, but but no, I mean he's right. It's not VIP-ish. I just been super busy and maintaining focus, and if anybody actually understands it, it is Biggie, of course. But we're here, we're recording, we're on, it's go time. Speaking of go time, I'm I have been thoroughly watching second round hockey, obviously. Um uh I've been actually watching it since the start of the playoffs. And like we have touched on how it is with the Penguins, it seems to be the opposite with the Avalanche. So
Yeah.
uh I don't know, man. The Avs have been like a fucking powerhouse, and I'm actually going to steal a bit from you. And I watched McAfee, and they were talking about the high scoring game because I was wondering if they were going to touch on game one of the second round
Oh, that
against,
game one, yeah.
and they did. And when they did, I was just locked in because I was like, yo, there was like no defense, multiple, like, what was it, 16 goals total scored?
Yeah, I think the final ended up being
Like
no.
9-7 or
It was
9-6.
9. It was 9-6 was the final.
Yeah, so like 15 goals total.
Yeah.
But it was a great hockey game. Like,
I mean, as you know, and again, we've talked about it on here immensely. Like, that's my sport. I'll watch any team, I'll watch any game. I don't care. And that's even during the regular season. But when it comes to playoff hockey, I'm on it all. Like, even, if the girls are, or we're watching something on the regular TV, I've got my tablet or my phone and I'm watching whatever games are on.
100%.
I'm still keeping up on it. Um, so yeah, so like ever since like even the first rounds, because like you said, you started kind of watching the first rounds, but have been a little bit more entwined in the second round. I mean, the first round had some really good games too.
Yeah.
Um, some really good series. And now this round, I think, is even better. Like we were just talking off air. Like, you know, I've been wearing a different hat every day for the playoffs. No, I know I'm not wearing a hockey hat now, but I had one on earlier. Um, and it's like once the Penguins got eliminated, it was like, okay, who am I going to roll with? Who's that team I'm gonna to follow through the rest of the playoffs? And I couldn't pick just one because there's so many teams that I like for different reasons, and the series again have just been so good. So it's kind of like I just picked one team from each series that I'm hoping wins. But if if they lose, I'm not that sad because the other team I like too. So like in your
Yeah.
case, like so it's Minnesota and Colorado. I've heavily been following Minnesota since the Penguins got eliminated, or
Yeah.
even still, like Minnesota was since the start has been my West team. Just because I started following them when they traded and got Flurry.
Hmm.
So it was like and then he eventually left them, or pretty much ended it, kind of ended his career there. But
Right.
like I still like I learned about the team. I learned about so I was like, oh, I like that. Like so I've stuck with them. I was following Utah until they got eliminated.
Yeah, right.
Eliminated. That didn't. I mean, hey, give it to for only being in the league for 2 years, and they made it. They made it into the playoff. The playoffs is a heck of a feat in general. But if Minnesota loses to Colorado, which yeah, like you said, Colorado is such a juggernaut, but
Yeah,
it just goes to show that Minnesota can hang with them with that first game. Granted, they lost that first game, but to rack up six
yeah.
on Colorado is no joke.
No,
So so and then I'm rolling with the Ducks against the Vegas Knights. I'm rolling with the Ducks on that one.
as am I.
I'm not big of a Vegas fan. Like I don't hate them, but I'm not that like when they became a team. That wasn't one that I was like, oh, I want to follow that team because they're new. Like
Yeah.
I have a buddy that lives out in Vegas. Him and his family are season ticket holders. So me and him go back and forth. We banter about it. And then on the East Coast, I'm rolling with Carolina just because I fucking want them to destroy the Flyers.
You know, I agree.
Like,
That's the only
but
like
but
yeah.
then I also look at Carolina on the East. They're the Colorado of the East. Like Carolina is killing people. Like
Yes.
I mean, they 4 games swept. Who did they play first? Ottawa. There's a
Ottawa.
there's a really good chance, depending on how tonight's game goes, they're gonna probably 4 game sweep Philly. So it's like this is I don't know. This is gonna be a crazy
Yeah.
playoffs. And then who else we have? We have Montreal and Buffalo. That series
Yep.
I don't want to say I could care less about, but I don't know. If I had to pick a team, I would go Buffalo.
I would say
Um,
that it's I don't know. I'm not being rude, but it's not entertaining me like the other three
no.
teams. Sorry.
Well, and I think that's because Montreal they're the probably one of the biggest underdogs in the whole series or like in the whole playoffs. Like they yeah, like they weren't I mean they got in, but they weren't really expected to, do too much.
Right.
So the fact that they made it to the second round, I mean, hell, that's good. But yeah, I guess I would take Buffalo if I had to pick a team. Because they're a team that like it would be nice to see them win because I don't even know when I don't know if they ever won it, let alone the last time if they did when that was.
I
Like,
mean I think they have, but it oh fuck.
well, yeah, they probably did back in the Dominic Hasek days.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking more or less. And
Like
again,
our
like if we're wrong, y'all already know what to do. Sometimes we got fact checkers that fact check, but they don't comment, and they comment and they tell us on the side or whatever. That's what we have the podcast for. You
and
can
our fact
comment on
checker
the
is in
bottom,
here.
like you can fact check the fact checkers. Like do it. Like we're okay.
Yeah,
You don't have to tell us by ourselves. Comment below.
yeah,
It's fucking easy. It's real easy. Hey, you guys suck. This happened on on this
yeah,
time. Hey, thank you for doing you. Okay, that's what we're here for. Like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to go on a rant, Eric, but it's just like this is what we have the platform for. So when you go under here and do that, that's great. Don't tell us individually. Same with like, hey, the show's doing great. Hey, I have a question, blah, blah, blah. Don't just message Paul and tell me it. The show. The
mm.
show. That's
The
what we
more
have
the
it for.
more interaction, the better.
That correct. The more interaction we have, the better we can address it, and the more recognition that we have on the show.
Yeah,
Okay? Like, I mean, I get like commenting on like the TikTok stuff or social media, that's fine. You know what I mean? That still brings notice to what? The show. Okay. I was like, and I don't mean to, you know, get in a rant, like, but it happens far too often.
yeah.
Like we're a
People,
hundred and
people,
some
and I think
episodes in this thing.
I think that's part of the problem is a lot of you viewers out there are our friends or family. So you just like, oh, I'm going to see them in the next day, or you see us, whatever. And it's like, oh, now I'm going to tell them instead of just, like you said, commenting in
Yeah,
the moment.
commenting on the show. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry to go off on a tangent there, but I just wanted to finally like address it. Like, I neither one of us are gonna be mad or sad or whatever. It's acknowledging the show. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. But anywho, you were saying like, yeah, I'm with you on that with Buffalo. That would be cool. I actually really want to see the Avs and Hurricanes
Yeah. Like I said,
for
I
the
have a
cup.
feeling, I have a feeling it's going to turn out that way.
Yeah.
Um, but you never know. But that's the thing though too. Like Buffalo was like the number one team, like one of the number one teams going into the playoffs. So it's like Buffalo's no slouch. It's just that I don't know, for some reason, like you said, their games, because they played. I don't even remember who in the hell they played the first. Oh, they played Boston the first round,
Yeah.
and it was like it was an okay series, but again, it was over.
Yeah. Blink and you
So it was
miss it.
like I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I've been watching it as expected. Um,
That's what I was doing is like, I mean, of course, like everybody knows, like I was watching like keeping tabs on the Penguins
yeah.
series, but then like the Pens would play and everybody knows that Colorado is like my team.
Mhm.
So I'll sit there and I'll look at them the next day and be like, well, that would be cool. You know what I mean? I would love to see them for the cup, but you know that the odds of that are astronomical. But like I kept watching and the Colorado Avalanche were just beating the piss out of the Kings, and I was like, wait, that series is over. Like that they swept them, and I was like, oh. Then I started feeling like some people do, like, damn shit. Okay, they swept them. Now they have all this time to rest, and sometimes that's good or it's bad. And then they came right out and had a banger of a fucking game one against Minnesota, and then they won
Yeah.
game two, and I was like, wow, shit.
I think in the playoffs, like hockey playoffs, you know, it's it's good. It's one of those things where it all depends on how the team and the coaching staff handles the time off. Like,
Hmm.
especially in hockey, like you just came off a long, grueling season. You're in the playoffs now, which take forever. It's not like football where it's like one and done, or you
Yeah,
know, kind of quick moving. So that time off does help some guys if there's any injuries or whatever medical type things might be going on. But it's like, but then like you said, on the other hand, it's like, are they just sitting on their asses resting, or are they at least getting out there on the ice and you know
like keeping it loose.
yeah, trying to keep that pace going? Because I think that's what killed the Penguins was the last three games of the season. We played Washington back to back, and then we went and finished in St. Louis, I believe. And the coach kind of rested some guys, and just like, I don't want to say he didn't take it serious, but it was like, we're already clinched a playoff spot. We're in no matter what. So it was like, yeah, but we need that momentum going into the playoffs. Like we needed to win. We needed to keep our, like, and then,
Yeah.
and as you saw, we didn't we didn't get our skates moving, and we didn't get scoring until we were already down fucking 3 games to none or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And the Flyer against the Flyers, and it was like it shouldn't have taken us that long to get our shit together. Like we should have been okay, maybe we lose one of those games at home to the Flyers, but we shouldn't have gone down the way we did.
Yeah.
It was it was a little too late for them when they finally pieced it together.
Yeah. I mean, we have so much to catch up on because the last time we did this was WrestleMania. But like, shout
Yeah,
out to the Penguins for giving it their all. At least they got there, and
yeah.
they got two, and then it just, you know,
The new coach, Coach Muse, he's up for Coach of the Year
well, I
for the
mean,
Turner because our team we've sucked. mean, if you're a Penguins fan, and no, we have sucked for the past I don't know how many years. It's been horrible. We either get kicked out in the first round, which again we just did this year, but at
Yeah.
least you know, or last year we didn't make the like. It's been horrible. Our team has been horrible, and I get that's been rebuilding, and we're trying to, and it's like, but I mean, for him to come in his first year, turn the team around, and I watched a lot of the season. I'll admit I didn't catch every single game. There was some nights that I missed, but I watched a lot of Penguins hockey this year, and they looked like a different team than the years past.
Yeah, I agree. I actually think that it was there. Like you saw glimpses of it. They were kind of getting the goaltending down finally, like a
Yeah.
grasp on it. Um, I
Well,
also heard that
I
what
think what
as
helped us there was when we at the trade deadline when we traded Jari for Skinner. I'm not saying that Skinner's a great goalie, but it helped.
he's
I
sure
think
better than fucking Jari.
Skinner, yeah, Skinner had, I felt like a little bit more confidence, a little bit more like he was in the right mental state to where Jari was a little like, he kind of reminds me of Matt Murray when he was on the team a little bit, where like if Matt Murray had a bad game, he would let it affect him for the next couple games. Like he just couldn't get his head wrapped around the fact that straighten your shit up, fix what you need to fix, and get back out there on the ice. Like
Right.
he'd have a bad game and let it linger for another couple games. That's kind of the way I felt with Jari. I mean, they even sent him down to the minors for a while just to get his shit together, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, here we go again. But they traded for Skinner, and again, he played well. He played, I think it was a good move, and you know, it is what it is from here. We'll see what happens. We got an off season and a lot of decisions to make on the team, and
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. But
We'll
hey,
see what happens.
now we're moving on. We got the Buccos.
Yeah.
I know.
No, I mean in retrospect, so uh I was setting up. I had to get a new fire stick because my fire stick ended up getting hacked or some shit like this on like Easter or whatever. So I ended up throwing like my old fire stick away, got a new one. Ended up getting the Pittsburgh Sportsnet app so I could like watch games, all kind of like, if you live here, it's like Pirates games, Penguins games, etc. You could watch like Robert Morris University hockey, all kind of local shit.
Yeah.
So was plugging away and I got on and it was like, oh, it was recently when they were playing the Diamondbacks. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I saw what time it was and I was like, that's not cool. I'm good. I'm good.
I hate. We're on a West Coast trip right now, so yeah. So they just today. Yeah, today's Thursday. They just today finished the Arizona series, and now they're flying to San Fran, and we'll be playing San Fran for the weekend. So it's like those games aren't going to be on till like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I can't hang on. Maybe on the weekend a little bit. I'll catch the first couple innings. I'll doze off at some point. But during a work week, there's no way. I didn't watch any. I watched the end of today's game. I watched the last two innings. By the time I got home from work,
Hmm.
I caught the tail end of the game. But that was the most. That was the only part of this series against Arizona that I watched all week because I was like, I'm not like the games didn't start till 9:40 at night. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I'm with you. I think it's circle back to like when the Avs were playing the Kings.
Yeah,
The game was coming on at like 10 o'clock, and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" I was
yeah,
like, "It's a school night. I'm going to bed." Like,
yeah. Those West Coast games, like you said, even for the hockey playoffs, have been hard for me to try. As much as I want to catch them, like that first game, like you said against Minnesota, I ended up falling asleep. I didn't even when I got up and I saw the score was what it was. I was like, "What the fuck did I miss?" Like, I was like, "Yeah, damn." It is. It's hard to follow. Now, granted, now that they're down to just two series on each side,
yeah,
the games are even the West Coast games. They're starting them maybe at 8, 9 o'clock. Not so much
not
10.
like, yeah,
so I can maybe catch a little bit more of them. But yeah, those West Coast stuff is so hard.
Right.
That's
When I saw they were playing Arizona, when I saw the Buccos were playing Arizona, and then I saw what time it was starting, I was like, fan, fuck ass, no, ain't happening.
no,
I was like, I mean, that'd be cool because I could like I'd sit here and actually watch a Pirates game, but then I was like, nah,
yeah,
not that late at fucking night, dude.
no, yeah.
No,
I like I said, even like this weekend they're in San Fran, and I don't even know. Let me see. I'm curious on what time. I think because of them being on the even further out. Yeah, like Friday's game doesn't start till 10:15.
that's what the fuck I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
Now
I mean,
Saturday's a 9 o'clock game, which it's a little late, but not too bad. And then Sunday, Sunday because it's an afternoon game. It's 1 o'clock there, but 4 o'clock here. So you can watch that one.
that's fine. That's tolerable. But I mean, I'm gonna be a little busy Sunday.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah,
mother.
yeah. I
And
mean,
then they come
Sunday's
home. Don't
Mother's
worry though.
Day.
Listen, if you get through Sunday, you're good because then they're home for a week. So
There you
you got
go.
Colorado. They come home and play Colorado, not the Avalanche, the Rockies.
Yeah, if they did, that'd be fucking quite a spectacle, right? I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, okay.
I have a feeling the Avalanche would fucking dominate that too.
Yeah, that's high probability.
Yeah,
But that
but
also goes at with that too. Is I've been asked that because I like the Avs, I like the Rockies, and I was like, no,
no,
no. I have different second sports teams that I love in every sport. Colorado Rockies are not there. Not
no.
even close, dude. I think the symbols are cool and some of the hats are cool. And by the way, I'm gonna try. Maybe I'm on a rant this episode, but like, I'm sure you get it. Or shout out to our buddy Mike Levy, or people that wear hats. And when people go like, "Oh, are you a blah 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 fan?" No,
Yeah,
no.
no.
Like, I'll tell you when I am. But then, other than that, it's like, no, it's the hat, it's the color, it's the pattern, it's the design, it's the team logo. No, no.
Yeah, that's like everybody would, I would probably get that about this. Like, oh, you're a Padres fan. Like, no, not really. I like the hat. It's cool colors. The inside, you saw the inside design's pretty awesome. I'm like, it's just a sweet hat, so I'm gonna wear it. Like, like I said, I I was wearing a hockey hat every day this week to work, and everybody was like, "Oh, I'm like, yeah, because I like hockey, and I have a
Yeah.
lot of hockey hats. Like, so I went through my stack and was like, oh yeah, I have a hat for every team that's left. I have a Colorado hat, which I'm not wearing yet because again, I'm rooting for Minnesota. But if they move on, then I'll pull out the Colorado hat. I have Anaheim. I have Vegas. I have uh, Montreal. I have Buffalo. I got Carolina, and I have no, that's a lie. I do not own a
I
fucking
was like,
Flyers
don't you
hat.
fucking dare! It'll end a friendship of
I do
35
not own
years.
a Flyers hat. But see, but like you were saying, like about being a fan of a team, like so I'm like I joke around about the opposite. So like I hate the Flyers, like hate the Flyers, like plane crash. Hope they die. Like I hate the Flyers. Like I hate them. That's probably rude to say, but I hate them. But I don't have a problem with the Eagles or the Phillies.
Not a one.
I
I
don't.
don't have a problem with them whatsoever. And
And
that's no shade to Philadelphia. It's not. I
yeah,
just don't like your hockey team, bro.
yeah, and
I
it's like,
just don't like your hockey team.
and I don't know. Like to me, I think partially is because like in those sports, so like in football, the Steelers really don't play the Eagles all like that. You know what I mean? Like maybe
Right.
every so often they'll play each other. And the same thing with, I mean, the Phillies, the Pirates do play the Phillies from time to time, but it's
Yeah.
like there's no like with the Flyers, we play them 3-4 times a year, like a season. It's the teams themselves hate each other, so it's like I so yeah, I don't have a problem with like I own a Phillies hat, I own an Eagles hat.
Same.
I will not fucking put anything Flyers related
Flyers.
on my body.
No, no,
Like
nothing.
I will burn it.
Would compare it almost to like the Penguins Flyers rivalry is probably right up there with like a Steelers Browns, Steelers Ravens.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
here's the thing.
but
I,
I don't mind the Ravens.
as a Steelers fan, I'm supposed to hate the Browns and the, well, I mean, we're supposed to hate all the AFC North,
Correct.
but I own every team in the AFC North. Like I have a hat for the Ravens. I have a hat for the Browns. I have a hat for the Bengals. Like I don't know. Like
Yeah,
I
but
yeah,
there's
when
just
we're
one I
playing
won't
them,
own, and that's the Philadelphia Flyers. I just
yeah,
won't.
that's like again, yeah, I don't. Now in baseball, there is one team that I will refuse to wear. I don't own a hat. Like I have a hat for every Major League Baseball team. Like you said, shout out to Mike. Me and him went down this. Uh, started this. That's what kind of I think started pushing the big huge collection. Was when I worked for Lids, we started collecting one official uniform hat. No matter because they have different home away and a couple other design, but as long as it was their official uniform hat, one hat for every major league team. I do not own a St. Louis Cardinals hat because I fucking hate them.
Hmm. It's funny when we do this because I'll go through my Rolodex in my head,
Yeah,
and then
I
I'll
don't.
go, no. So actually, I think I told you when we were at the last Washington County food truck rally.
Yeah,
That's where I actually got this one from.
yeah.
I looked at you and I said that the paint splatter one. I was like, "You like this?" And you were like, "Yeah." And then I turned it and you're like, "I don't like it."
Nope.
Because it's a St. Louis Cardinals hat, and it's the only one I own.
I went to the game last week when the Pirates were home. St. Louis was in town. I went to the game with Mike and John, and I went and picked up John after work and to go meet Mike. And John's a Cardinals fan.
Yes,
John
he
gets
is. Shout out, John.
he roll,
John
he rolls
Louis.
up to my car. He opens the car door. I looked at him and I was like, I don't know why the fuck I'm letting you in my car with that bird shit on your body. Like I gave him such a hard time the whole night. And I mean, and he knows, you know what I mean? Like he knows it's coming. But then
Yeah,
even then the next day we had our bowling league and we went bowling. And again he wore another because the Pirates were still playing the Cardinals.
yeah.
So he wore a different Cardinals jersey to bowling. And I was like, this motherfucker in the bird shit. Like I can't with you.
But the thing is, though, shout out John Louis, is John doesn't pull no punches. Like
No, no.
he goes right for it.
If he likes
So
something, he'll wear it, and he
he's
wears it
adamant
proud.
about it, man, for real.
Yeah,
Like what's funny though is when people to circle back is you could just tell them you like Rey Mysterio, bro.
I could, I
You
could,
could. You'd be like 619. Then they could say something be like booyaka. You could start fucking
I
them.
could, I could.
Yeah, right. Fuck it. Whatever. Or tell them you're a Dirty Dom fan. Fuck it.
No, no, no.
Yeah. Brandy'd fucking love it. Be like, yeah, God bless her. God bless her. Like, she's still new to the fucking wrestling game. But her, man, she loved her some Dirty Dom. And I don't see it, but like, I guess as a wrestling fan, I can see it because he's a phenomenal fucking heel.
Yeah, he's doing a good job playing the heel. Like, I'll give him that, but I still just I'm just like, what? I can't stand this dude. But again,
Right?
that's part of being the heel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's doing his job, and that's where you got to give him his due. Like, you're doing what you're supposed to be. You're getting the fans to hate you. They're booing him every time he comes out. He's getting harassed. Like, he's doing it right. So you got to give him credit for that.
Right. I mean, so we might as well just segue into it. You might as well love Dom now because fuck, with the way things are going with TKO, he might not be here like next fucking month. Like
I I can't. I don't know how Trips isn't losing his fucking mind.
me
He's
neither.
like they're killing his creative avenues so bad. And everybody wants to blame Triple H and think that it's him. Like, oh, he's letting go of this person. I guarantee you, if it was up to him, almost all of there's maybe a few that he'd be like, okay, like, yeah, I'm having a hard time getting them in a story or doing it. Like, I get it. Like, but some of these people were in the middle of stories. The fucking Wyatt Six. You let go of the whole Wyatt Six.
All of them, bro.
I
And
could
then
see if I
did
could
you
see if
read
they
it?
were. Yeah,
They had no they ran their course with them. What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
you barely got started.
Yeah, you gave them tag titles and had them have this feud against the MFTs and Solo, and
They're
that was
fighting
it.
over the lantern. Like,
I was like, wait, that's all you can run with it? That fucking faction had so much more fucking potential,
yeah.
and you just ran that into the fucking ground. That's where you couldn't do no more with them, and then you let them go, and then you let two people from the MFTs go too, that JC Mateo and Tongaloa. But dude, low key Tongaloa could have went.
I mean, yeah,
I'm
like
okay
I
with
don't.
that.
Yes and no. Like, I just, I mean, and then two, they let Kyrie Sane go, and it's like
In
she
the
was
middle of it,
in the middle of that fucking story with her, Oscar, and Io.
Theo.
Like,
Yeah, I was like, wait, what are we doing?
so now, we're, I don't, I know you see stuff too. Like, I know, I guess one of the big rumors is we might see her. They might bring her back. Like, the whole, because there's been the outcry, like there was when they let R-Truth go. Like, we
Yeah.
want Sane. So it's like maybe they can get Trips, talk them into getting her to come back, and then you can see her interfere. Like her return will be the interfere at Backlash this weekend.
Yeah.
Like, but here was my thought though too. This was a thought. So TKO's firing people, which like, but are
I
there?
think it's sorry. I think it's a little both. So they're like letting people go. So you have like this column where they're just letting people go.
Yeah,
And then there is like the New Day situation where they're not restructuring it or they want them to take a pay cut.
yeah,
And that's like why you have the New Day exit. That's what I was reading on because I figured we would touch on this in this episode. But
yeah.
then you have these people over here, like from the Wyatt Six to Kyrie Sane to JC Mateo, Tongaloa, fucking Aleister Black and Zelina Vega.
I,
What? Like they let all them go, and of course I think there were some others. If I am drawing a blank,
there
I'm
were
here.
more. The list was longer,
The
but I can't
list was
remember.
long as shit. And then I'm like, then you have over here, like the only thing I have right now is the New Day.
Yeah,
Like because it was restructured. And then I got real fucking furious because they were talking that Roman was going to be gone for a fucking month. And then I'm like, don't fucking do it.
no.
But Terry,
I just watched a really cool interview with him. But so this is what I'm thinking. So you have them, all this shit's going on with contracts and cutting people and, like you said, restructuring and doing all this and that.
yeah,
Are there a few, tiny few, and I'm going to use Kyrie as an example here. There might be one or two other ones that he's doing this with. Is he using this big fallout of people getting fired to his advantage? What if he threw Kyrie's name out there as being released and she wasn't? He's just throwing that out there as he is a storyteller, again, to bring it is that, oh, she's now returning at Backlash. It's all a ruse. She was never let go. He's just using it as a way to tell his story, that because my thought is that she's going to come back and flip on Asuka.
that would set the tone because Oscar's been treating her like shit for so long.
So my thought is he just using this, like he's like, you know what, fucking TKO screwing us over. I'm gonna try and use this to my advantage. And again, I'm gonna use it to help tell some stories. I'm gonna use it in my creative ways to, I don't know. I mean, that one's one that I could see. I don't know. again, it's like some of the other releases if he's really doing that with. But that was one that I was like, maybe he just like secretively like threw the name on the list and no one was paying attention. And then it got released that she got released. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I
And
mean, like,
I don't
that
know.
would,
I'm
it would
just,
be cool. But, like,
and again, no offense to some of these people. You release like the Wyatt Six, like you said. You got the situation with the New Day. You got rid of Aleister Black and Selena. Like, but then I watched Monday Night Raw, and and again, no offense to them because they are what they are. But then you got fucking Alpha Academy, who, like, I mean, that was hilarious. That what's his name thought he was gonna fucking fight Oba.
Tozawa.
Tozawa, like that was comedic, but it's like,
Yes.
but they're a group that if they would have said, "Oh, we cut them," I'd have been like, oh, "Okay, that makes sense."
I would have
Because
believed that over the Wyatt Six.
it's like ever since they cut them from Chad Gable, like they haven't really done much with them.
No.
And it's like, so again, that's a team, like, I'm not saying they deserve to be cut, but if they did, I like you said, I'm like, all right, I get it. But then some of these other teams, you're like, no, you just fucking brought Aleister Black back.
That's what I was thinking. Like, you just brought him back. You didn't know what to do with him. It's obvious they had no idea
Yeah.
what to do with him. But then you started mixing him in storylines, like in the background, and doing all this, like,
Like the him and
well,
Damien storyline was
yeah.
pretty good. I
But
mean,
you
and then
started
you
planting
team him back up with
seeds.
his wife because she was kind of limbo because they broke up,
They
the
kind of
Latina.
the LW. They kind of split it without us knowing in a way.
Yeah, and I
And
think that
then
partially that was like because Ray got injured and
yeah,
there was a couple, and then Dragon Lee ended up being involved in some other storylines. So it was like that group kind of was like, everybody's doing individual. It's like when a band breaks up, everybody went and did some solo projects.
absolutely.
So it was like, okay, we got her husband back. Let's put her with her husband. Sweet. It was
Right.
awesome. She does the goth thing very well. Like,
Yeah, like it paired nicely. And then boom, it went away. Because I thought, what, like, just my perspective is what they could have done, long shot, but they could have, if they would have kept Carrion and Scarlet,
yeah,
you could have instantly had them fucking beef against each other.
yeah.
There was something there that was fucking full on potential to have those two collide.
Did you see that video of Carrion with Zilla
I did.
where he praised him and was like, when you get to the WWE, he was like, flip that fucking table over, like you're the
Yeah.
next tribal chief. I was like, oh, this motherfucker, like that was
Well,
sweet.
they were saying that he's on the phone with Jacob, and I was like, don't pee on my face and tell me it's fucking raining. You better fucking be real with
It's
me, Jack.
McAfee all over
It's
again.
McAfee all over again. But he's done with the business. I fucking doubt it. I doubt it. But that would, like, that shit had me dying when they were like, "Oh, who's Jacob on the phone with?" When you read the comment section, I was fucking weak. It was like, it's fucking Pat McAfee again. Let me guess, they called Jelly Roll. Oh, what do you know? It's Pat McAfee in a fucking neck brace. No, it's just kept saying, like, watch it be McAfee. I was like, please don't do that. Just
Yeah,
and then one person was like, it'd be great if it was Zilla. I was like, yes, it
somebody
would
gets
be
it.
great. I was like, it would be wonderful if it was Zilla. Because,
Yeah,
like, I've been waiting. Dude, how long have I been waiting? So I'm like, that would be sweet. I'm like, you freed up enough fucking people. Like, I don't understand. Like, plus you let go of Tonga Loa so you could bring in another Samoan.
yeah,
It's possible. It's fucking possible. Like, shit. And then, like, we're coming back to the bloodline. And I've always loved the bloodline story. It's always been my thing. I love it. But the thing is, I swear to God, I think TKO is obsessed with the bloodline.
Just a bit.
Because as soon as shit goes awry, if numbers aren't the way it is, if ticket sales or whatever, boom, we instantly go back into the bloodline. Always happens.
Yeah.
Like it always seems to happen. And I mean, don't get me wrong, and a lot of people will gripe about it. Yes, there are a lot of Samoans right now in the WWE. Yes, no shit. But I do like Roman against Jacob.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I love it. I like that he used the Tongan like death grip.
Yeah.
That's cool. And like I've been wondering when they were gonna do that. And then
Yeah.
I just didn't think it'd be Jacob that would do it, to be honest. Instead of Roman doing that triangle hold that he does, I thought Roman was gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But cool, like I get it. But the thing is, I'm like, Jimmy and Jay are back as being a tag team again.
Yeah.
Like the Yeet movement's still there, but you can't really catch momentum again.
Yeah.
Like, because now we're with our brother, and I get it. And now we're back with Roman again. So I'm like, dude, okay. I mean, it's all about the money.
It is. And it's like, I don't know. Like it's like you said, like they sorry, I gotta change the scenery here. Um
We're on the move with Big E.
yeah, we are back to the norm. Um yeah, it's just like again, like I said, I like the bloodline stuff, but I thought we were past that. I thought
I
we were
did
done.
too. I did too. And like, I mean, if you of all people know, you're my like fucking best friend. I love the fucking bloodline story. I
Yeah.
mean, I love Roman. I think it's great. I like him as a heel. I like him as a face. I like Jacob too. I think his whole characteristics are out of this fucking world. I
Yeah.
like Jey Uso. I think that when he became world champ, I was like, dude, this is great. This dude's gonna be fucking fantastic. Side character, I love Big Jim. I
Yeah.
love Big Jim. But like, I even love Solo. Like,
Yeah.
I do. But I mean, like, and of course, Tama Tonga. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, come on. But you can't keep basing the whole plot of WWE around the Samoan dynasty.
No. And so I mentioned it a few minutes ago. Like, so I watched this interview today with uh Roman, and it, the interview wasn't, I don't think, supposed to be geared around wrestling. He met with a I don't know what you want to call him, a watch
The watch
expert.
dealer?
Yeah, did you see that
That's
one?
great.
And he talked about it, and that's what he was like, I'm not done. Like, I still have more story I want to tell. Like, I want to make sure the business is good. Like, but it's like the way he was talking though too, that was kind of like, yes, like, he kept saying, like, he talked about his cousins, but he didn't talk about them as if like like, even he kind of was like, he has almost like solo, like individual shit he still wants to accomplish and do. And I don't think that having him in the bloodline is the way he is kind of looking at his future. Like,
Right. But I mean, I get your like cousins on the fucking board, and maybe he's like, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
yeah.
You know? But
But then again, too, like, how much of that do we really even think is the Rock? Like, I don't know if the Rock's really pulling those kind of, like, yes, he's on the board, but I feel like if anything, having him on the board, he would kind of defend some of these decisions, like them cutting the Wyatt Six or them doing this, some of this other shit, to where it's like he'll be like, like he's the only one on the board that's from the business.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I wouldn't think that he would kind of pull the family favoritism.
Yeah.
Like, I think that he would look at it, because we know that when he was in it, he was all about the business.
Yep.
And I think that he again would like kind of stick up for, like, why are we getting rid of the Wyatt Six? Like, they're on a run. Like, they're, you know what I mean? Like,
They're not even at fucking full potential, but you're done with
like,
them?
but I think that he might be out numbered when it comes to the rest of the TKO. I think like so you have that Arnie Manuel
Barney
or
Emanuel.
whatever, and then the other guy from like Endeavor. Like there's
Yeah.
these other like I think it's a lot of they're just money. They're just the billionaires that helped buy it and took over. Like I feel like to them WWE is just like their toy.
I believe so because you're you're on, dude, the New Day. pff, I I still can't believe that.
No.
Like I can't. But then I'm over here going, I can. Like,
I mean, because ever since Big E got injured and left, it was kind of like they didn't know what to do with them.
right, and then they turned him heel, and it kind of worked. It kind of worked.
But then they gave him Grayson Waller, and I'm like, what? I don't.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I guess that could
Yeah,
kind of work,
like they don't
but
have to be a trio all the time.
yeah, like, but then I sit there, and then it makes me think of the other product, and I was like, if for some reason, and more than likely, I could see them
Yeah,
going to AEW, I will tune in just to watch them wrestle the fucking Young Bucks. Like,
yeah. I mean,
I
there's a
will.
there's a couple teams and stuff over there that,
They could wrestle Edge and Christian.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think they would be a transfer that would do well because some of these people jump ship. I don't want to say they jump ship. I mean, they get let go and then they go over to AEW, and it's like, you know, they don't really pan out too well over in AEW either.
No, no. I mean, prime example was Danhausen. Like, dude was there for like,
Yeah,
I think he had between 3 or 5 matches on AEW. He did a lot of promo work and vlog work, which got him in the door here to WWE. But like, I'm with you. I believe there are certain competitors or like people that would work there.
yeah,
Like, I could see the New Day doing fantastic in AEW
yeah.
because they do like their tag team wrestling over there. Um,
They like their factions over there.
yeah, dude. Oh my god, it's like everybody's in a fucking faction, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah,
I
all right,
can't keep up with it. That's one of the reasons I kind of quit watching it. I was like, I just couldn't
bro.
keep up
Me
with everything
neither. And like, I'll
because they
keep it.
sign everybody. If you're a free agent wrestler, they will fucking sign you.
Tony Khan don't give a fuck.
No, he's like, that'll pay for it. Like,
Yeah, right. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just be. It's okay. It's fine.
yeah, like I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't keep up with it. But
Give it time.
yeah,
You might see the wide six.
well, I don't know. I guess uh, Dexter's going to TNA
Yeah, but see, like that that boggles my mind too.
because
So
TNA is part of
TNA
WWE.
is partnered with WWE. So I'm like, wait, wait. So basically, you went here just to go back down to the minors and what, work your way back up again.
Yeah, but
Like,
that's not. I mean, but it wasn't his choice to go back then. You know what I mean? Like to have to start over.
yeah, it's like, well, you're let go.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't.
Yeah. Or like now that you've mentioned it, I'm thinking to myself, like, what what if it is just to pull us away from shit? Where it's like, oh shit, they got released. No, get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. And then all of a sudden, boom, they come back.
I don't know if Dexter. I mean, because I'm cutting all of Wyatt six,
Yeah, and then Loomis cut his hair and all that shit too. So
so it's like. I mean, I don't know. I do not
I,
know.
I really don't. And then the best part is I'll reach out to like our tribal chief, shout out Scott, and he'll be like, I honestly don't fucking know anymore. He'll
Nobody
be like, I
does.
honestly don't know. You can't figure it out anymore.
No.
And that's what I think is cool about this new era of wrestling. It's very unpredictable. where you
Well,
can,
it's unpredictable, all right.
yeah, because you'll have like a finger on the pulse and you'll be like, oh, I think they're gonna, no, they're not. No, they're not. Okay, all right. Like when they did all the releases, and I was like, oh, holy shit. And then after that is when I saw the New Day being released. And then I was like, wait, what? And then the last thing I just saw was the WWE wants to try to bring back Xavier Woods to run his Up, Down channel. Kind of
Uh,
like the contract like Tyler Breeze has. And
yeah,
I was like, well, I don't know if Woodsy's going to go for that. Like the dude likes to wrestle.
yeah. It's kind of like the up, down stuff was just a little side project. That wasn't his main
Yeah.
gig.
I mean, the shit's funny. I love that shit
I
because
mean, it is, but it's just like you said, that well, the heart of it is he's a wrestler.
he's
Like,
a wrestler. And then I was reading the comments like, oh, they let Woods go because Paige is back, and I was like, whoa, easy,
yeah,
easy. We don't want to talk about that. Just keep it casual, man. All right, shut the fuck up. All right, don't talk shit on my girl because she's fucking back now, man. All right, yeah, they did some
exactly.
shit. They were younger. All right, shut the fuck up. Let it go. All right. I mean, again, we're catching up since fucking WrestleMania. Like,
Yeah,
we got a lot to discuss. But I mean, like, yeah, fucking Paige came back. So give her a fucking moment in the damn sun.
yeah,
All right. They there's there's just so much. And then of course this weekend we have backlash. So
yeah.
yeah, like there may be a backlash pod. I'm not sure yet.
We don't know.
Um it's motherfucking Mother's Day weekend.
I know.
Like it's by the way, shout out to all the moms out there. Hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. It's it's so busy. It's so busy.
I know. It's like we're hitting this. Like I thought, like coming off like the holidays, it was like holiday busy. Every weekend there was something going on with holidays. I'm like, all right, we'll get a little bit of a break here, and then it's like, oh no, now we're hitting like the summer. Like everybody's got a fucking summer event
Dude,
going on.
I I looked at my calendar the other day and I was like, yo, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. It's like, so I have tons of Xander events going on, obviously, with him graduating next month. I have parties. I have um his stuff that he does for like the try stuff. Of course, he just we're waiting on regionals for track. And then of course graduation practice, commencement, parties, you name it. And I'm like, fuck. Like it I didn't think it would be so fast, so quick.
Yeah,
And I'm like, goodness me. And I mean like I shout out to my team.
yeah,
Like for real, because like it's all coming together. It's coming together beautifully. It's just rapid as shit. Like
yeah,
it's just there's no time. Like there's no
yeah,
like now I'm in the trenches. Like I can see it. Like
yeah,
I'm literally I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my, okay. Like I'm so ready. But like I always think about it's funny as hell, and I'm sure you could like attest to it, and anybody that has kids. Yo, I really thought about it the other day, and my mom was like, "Blink and you'll miss it." Yo, I fucking blinked.
yeah. I mean, a lot of people in that case. I mean, and I do it. You know me, I'm a fan. But I mean, Chesney's "Don't Blink" song like pretty much says it all.
Yeah, for real,
And I,
1000%.
I say that to I meet, these first time parents through work and stuff for what I do. And I tell them like, listen, this sounds cliche, like, because I talk to them, you have questions, uh, whatever. And, so I try to build like a nice little rapport with these families, but I'm like, this is going to sound cliche. You've probably heard it from a million different people, but yeah, don't pass any moment. Like, enjoy every little moment you have because, I mean, nowadays, you never know. Life is so crazy now.
Yep.
Uh, I mean, look at for those that are local and may have known, like, I mean, you were kind of live witnessed it, but like that random car crash on the Fort Duquesne Bridge yesterday, it's like two people lost their lives, more than likely heading home from work. Like nobody was thinking, like, you know what I mean? Like, we got these crazy shooting things and just, now there's this new fucking virus thing going around knocking out people. Like
Yeah.
you just never know. Like, again, life is just so crazy out there. So it's like that's one way to like again live in the moment, enjoy every time you can. But then the other thing too is like, it does go by so fast. Like you said, you know what I mean? Like he's 18 now, you know what I mean? Like he's gonna be graduating high school. Who knows what the future holds for him, you know what I mean? Like he's moving on to newer things. And it's like, and we just went through that with Jane, like as you know,
Yep.
like you were there for pretty much all of it. Like we last year was our turn. We did the graduation. We did the she just again like you're talking about like everybody like us like life being busy lately. Jane just moved home last weekend. Last Saturday, Jane moved home. She just finished her first year of college. Like
Right.
where the fuck did the first year of college go? Like
Right.
so it's just like it does again it sounds cliche, but it goes by, and it's just like you never know, what tomorrow brings. So yeah, just enjoy it. It is what it is, type of
It
thing.
it really has me like it has me more or less like think about like when he was littler and like I really wasn't finding my footing and I'd be out all the time or we'd be out doing our things. But like that was us in the 20s growing into the 30s and like we didn't want to stop doing what we're doing and oh they'll be this way forever or what no. The more I keep thinking about it, I'm like if I could change things,
Yeah,
I would, but I can't. So now I'm just like now I take like over the past 5 6 years like I've literally taken every day for granted with him where I'm like hey what are you doing even though if he wants to talk to me 30 minutes or 30 seconds like
yeah,
just so I have some interaction with him or I'm cleaning up something around my house or whatever I'm just like damn like it really does catch me like I'm like dude and speaking of so uh so he again we're catching up for like literally a month so Xander senior prom if you have seen on my social media was the past weekend and his junior year his mother really got him dressed for the occasion I just sat there took pictures etc and whatnot this year I got him dressed and I thought it was I really respected that I actually thought his mom was going to go up to his room with me and get him dressed, but that's
mhm,
cool. Shout out to Ashley for letting me get him dressed. But I'm up there and I'm getting him all sorted, and I'm like, it kind of hit me that this is it. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So like I'm sitting there and I'm like getting him all dressed and getting him all dapper, and everybody who if you have seen him, he he looks great in blue. But um I'm sitting there and I just was like putting like having him put his coat on and I told him I was like I just want to let you know I'm very proud of you. And in typical Xander fashion, he's like, "Thanks." And I'm like, "Well, at least he knows that I care."
I was
You know
gonna
what I
say
mean?
that.
Like,
I thought you were gonna say that would have been his answer. I know.
yeah,
Like,
right. Or I know, right? So I was like, you're welcome. So I'm like, I have a lint brush and I'm brushing off the back of his coat, whatever, making sure he's okay. And he turns to me and says, "Hey, or Daddy." And I was like, "Yeah, bud." He's like, "I'm proud of you too." I lost it. I
Yeah.
fucking lost it. And I was like, God, I was like, damn it. I was like, I was so good.
Like, this
I
is not
was,
part of the plan today, kid.
I did. I was like, I was so fucking good. We had the jacket on. We were
Yeah.
ready to go.
Mhm.
And I was like, bang, he throws a haymaker. And I was like, he fucking got me. Oh
Yeah.
shit. So I like hold it together. And then I went downstairs and like Brandy and Ashley were over in her living room, and I came down first and then let him come down. But as I came down, I cut real quick and grabbed the tissue and like just dabbed my eyes and came back in, and they're both looking at me. I was like, "Yeah, he got me. Like he got me." And then he came down looking fucking handsome as ever, ready to fucking take on the fucking world. And then you seen it. He was enjoying himself, and of course he's with the ladies.
Yeah.
That's what
You
my
sent
man
me
does.
you sent me the photo of him in his like tux thing or whatever suit. And I was like, okay. I was like, all right. I love, like you said, I was like liking the blue,
Yeah.
and that the fit was on point, hair was on point, bow tie. I was like, my man. And then and then that was the day. I guess the next day after the prom, you had then sent me the photos of the event, and I was like, oh, this motherfucker went. I was like, okay, like all right, like I
Right?
see where this night went.
Well,
Like,
what's funny is he's in none of the Fox Chapel photos. So I was telling Ashley, and I was like, "Look, I was like, I'm not putting like Fox Chapel on blast like that. I just didn't want the kids, the special needs kids or whatever. I didn't want them to be singled out.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
they don't get to enjoy the moment." And I don't know, we have no control over it. So
mhm,
I was like, in my mind, as a special needs parent, that's where I went.
yeah,
And so I messaged his teacher and was like, "Hey, do you have any photos?" Because like the guy that chaperones Xander was like, "Hey, there's photos." And I was like, "All
yeah,
right, well, where are they?" So
yeah.
when they sent them over, I was like, "Well, that explains why the fuck he was not in any of them photos."
Now, the girls that he was with, are they in his classes? Like, are they classmates of his, or are they just girls from the school?
The one is and the one isn't.
Okay.
I was like, "Okay." And then I asked him like, "So who else was there besides these two?" And he's naming off like a couple other people, and then like one guy. I was like, "So it, you were just a pimp. You just got it going on.
Yeah.
That's because you was in the. That's because you was in the blue, bro. All right."
I didn't see, I didn't, there were no photos of my little Peaky Blinders guy from last year.
No, because he graduated.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Shout out JJ. Like, yeah, he ended up graduating, and apparently we were told that super seniors can't go back for prom.
Uh,
So I was
that's
like,
dumb.
oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's what made it more like
Now,
it
let me
made it
ask
more
you
efficient.
this. Let me ask you this. Does he realize that it's winding down? Like, does he realize that like school's over for not just summer break? Like, does he know like school is done?
I yes and no. So like I tried alongside his mother. Like we've said little things here and there, and I don't think he's grasped it yet
Yeah.
that like this is it. And um I was trying to explain to him when I got him dressed for prom, like this is it. Like
No more dances
there's no more big school dances,
unless you're hitting Jimmy D's, bro. I mean,
right? Unless you know how to dance to an NSYNC song. I mean, that's the end of it. But I was like, this is it. Like you'll have the try stuff and whatnot. And he'll probably be able to do homecoming or something like that. But like I said, this is the last one, right?
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, I know, Dad." I was like, "Do you though?" Because
Yeah.
like, it wasn't like questioning him. It was just like I don't think that part's hit him yet. But then I said, like, like you're graduating, like you're this is it,
Yeah.
and I don't think he's put it together yet.
Kind of like even like too like with his sports, like because what he. So I know he's doing track right now,
Hmm.
and I know you said that like the season itself's kind of over, but there might be some extra. But like his bocce, that's done for the year. Like he's not.
So that's done for the year. But when he goes back for that 3 or 4 year super senior stretch, the way they have described it to us as the parents is when he goes back, he will also have like his life skills. He'll be taught that there will be some curriculum involved because
Uh-huh.
we just helped him take his new electives for
Yeah.
next year. We let him pick, and one is unified music, and the other one is intro to engineering.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. There was also like a video one, and I thought his mother and I thought he would go there
Yeah.
because the guy is a ham for a camera and loves recording and all that. I thought he'd go there. When he said intro to engineering, I was blown away. I was like,
Now, did you have to sit down to him and like sit down with him and like explain to him like this is what engine like so he knows what he's getting himself into when he picked that class?
yeah. So what we do is when they send us what the electives are and what they're based for him,
Yeah.
we explain to him what it is.
Okay.
So what they're doing is like their intro to engineering is they're going to be doing like a lot of 3D printer work, drawing up their own stuff, and
Well,
then
I mean
like
that's up his alley too. Like he.
yeah. So I was like, all three electives are great for him.
Yeah. The music
So
one, I mean, that makes sense. Do you think he's gonna like when he is he gonna be playing an instrument? Like, is he gonna have to pick an instrument?
I
Or
don't
you don't
know.
know? Like, we don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
I'm
But
curious to
like
see how that goes.
drums,
Yeah, that would be a good one. I know because
drums.
that had come up before. Because didn't his mom said something? I think I was talking. I don't know if it was last Memorial Day. Not that I don't know, but there was. I know there was a talk of him and like being interested in drums
Yeah.
at one point. Which I mean, again, like knowing Xander, like I do, like I obviously know him, and it's like that stuff makes sense. You know what I mean? Like I'm just curious. That motherfucker be walking in the door with a fucking trombone,
Dude, if he did, I'd be like, not what I thought.
hang a
Not
sign outside now. Sorry, neighbors.
Yeah, be like, my bad. But like he's been always drawn drawn to drums. Like
Yeah,
he had his drum pad and he was learning how to like do melodies and beats and like how to rest and whatnot. Then he had his drum set in his mom's basement. I believe it's
yeah,
still there. Um, but I think due to flooding, I think it might be damaged or probably needs to be cleaned off or something like that. She watches, so
yeah, yeah.
I was
Uh,
like, show
correct.
it.
Um, yeah, that's like, yeah. I mean, and again, knowing him, like a nephew that he is, like, you know, he always, you've talked about it before on here, like him and music. Like you're in the car, he wants to hear his music. He loves, you know, hearing his stuff, and it's like, again, watching him, like listen to his music. It's like, yeah, he sings along and he knows the words to his favorite songs and stuff, but it's like but you could also tell that he's listening to the beat. He's listening to the background of what's going on, not just listening to the words.
Right.
Like he likes that song because he likes the sound of it. Like to me, I feel like he's, I don't know, like a pop kind of kid. Like I feel like he likes that more upbeater stuff. I don't know. Obviously, um,
He he is very I almost want to think like he's like a shout out to our buddy Craig. I almost want to think he's his kid.
oh
He's very into drum and bass
yeah,
and like any kind of like EDM
techno-y
or
type stuff.
dude, yeah. And I mean I love him for it because I love that shit. But like just recently I had him in the car and I forget, oh, my phone was dying or something of that nature. And I had to have it in the front of the car. So I
Yeah,
was told him, I was like, hey, my phone has to charge. But when I totally didn't realize when I got the new car, I got XM for so long.
yeah,
So I was pissing around with that. And I had on, I said, well, I have a channel you might want to listen to. And I put on BPM.
yeah,
And then I was playing it and I was like, do you want me to change it? And he was like, no. And I was like, are you sure? Because all I was going to do was change it from uh, BPM to the Diplo's Revolution one. Like,
yeah,
just there might be a different pattern he would like.
yeah,
So, dude, we listened to that station the whole way home. I was like, I could change it. He's like, I'm fine. I was
yeah.
like,
I mean, and that makes sense. Like, I mean, I get it with him like that because I mean, he's always bebopping around. Like he's always, I mean, yes,
there's always
dancing.
a melody stemming in his brain.
Yeah, and he's always just flowing to it. Like it's just how he lives his life. Like kind of like he just flows with the tune, and it's like that's what I'm saying. Like that's where like yeah, like I could see him because again too, like I mean, just like my kid, like I mean, she has her style, she has what she likes musically, but she knows other stuff because me and you, again, I know this, you're like this with him, like me and you listen to such a wide variety of genres, like that our kids grow up around different genres. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I know I was kind of raised that way a little bit because, like, you know, my stepdad listened to rock and like not heavy metal, but I mean you're around,
Yeah.
and then my mom was more of like your slightly country. She listened to a few of the female artists, but she was more of like your oldies type. I
Yep.
mean back then it was oldies like your Elton John and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like so, we grew up with such a wide variety. I mean, then your dad is just fucking headbanging 24/7. Shout out to
Yeah.
Pops for that one. Um, but like, so, and I think that's good for, I mean, you know, not just, I think it's just good for everybody to have like, because again, like I never really grew up around country. I wasn't a fan of country and my grandma listened to it a little bit. But like, it wasn't until I met Donna that I was like, "Oh, country's actually not bad." I mean, fuck, you took me to the damn.
Yeah. Right.
I think most of my country concert experiences involved you, which is weird.
That'll do it. You know.
So, um, it is what it is. But like, yeah, so it's like having a wide variety of music isn't bad, but everybody kind of falls to their one
Yeah.
main category or whatever. So it's like for him, I just feel like if there's a beat, that motherfucker's on it.
Yeah, that's it. And what's crazy is with him, and every child on it is different. But like with him, when I go through his playlist and I'll listen to it with him, I'll sit there and I'll be like, oh, I'll start pinpointing it because like I love music. So I'll be like, oh, it's this melody, it's this percussion, it's the way the voice is carried in this, it's the tones in this. And I'm like, yeah, I got it. Like, and then
Yeah,
it'll switch on me, and I'm like, didn't see that one coming. Like
yeah,
he and then I I will flow that into like myself or his mother or like our mothers or like my dad. And I'm like, oh, he's just all over the place,
Yeah.
like we all kind of are in a way. He doesn't have one. If I would say honestly, like his specific genre,
Uh-huh.
it would he might be mine. But it's very it's like techno or dubstep, drum and bass, and hip hop.
Yeah.
And I love it. But like he throws me for curveballs where he's like he will get in the zone and he'll love it. And I'll be like, "Do you love this?" And he'll say yes. And then I'll be like, "Do you want this on your playlist?" No. And then I'll be like, "Well, do you want me to change it?" No. So I'm like, obviously he likes the song. He doesn't love the song.
He's like, I'm good for the moment, but I don't want that shit around forever.
It's for now. Like
Yeah.
that's cool. I got it. But I don't want it. Like
Yeah.
it's good, but I don't want it. And that's what I love about him is like so he started like a couple years back he was on like this flow rider like trip and he's taking me down a rabbit hole of like clubbing because I was like, dude, where the fuck
Yeah.
were you? Like this shit was banging. We'd be in the middle of the club tipsy off our fucking asses. And then he switched it and then now he's in like a T-Pain thing and I'm like, bro, you are late to the party. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, you have no idea. And then the one day um he was I forget what happened. I we were like it's obviously it's always when we're driving. And uh he was very adamant about and their hands go up.
Yeah.
And dude, he next thing you know, I witnessed in the back seat my son singing the whole ludicrous fucking part, the whole part. And like I'm just driving. I'm trying to focus on the road, obviously, but then I'm looking at him in the rear view mirror, and he's like he's just singing it. It is like he's like breaking down, like he will sing all the way to like the last bit, and he emphasizes on the last word. I was like, "Are you MCing right now?" I was like, "What the?" I was just blown away. And then like then he'll be like, then he'll throw it to me when he can't cuss. That's the
uh,
best part. So he likes so it like all it stems.
yeah.
So he likes T-Pain, texting my ex. Then it goes from T-Pain to DJ Khaled, All I Do Is Win. Then from there it goes to Get Back from Ludacris.
Uh,
Like, but you see how the ebb and flow goes, like that's how
yeah.
it's going. And then uh in Get Back, when they're like, I'm gonna tell you one time, don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna tell you one time, and then he looks at me. And then I'll be like, don't fuck with me. He's like, get down. And I lose it because like he's just like looking for the alley oop, like, you got that one? You got that one? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, all right, yeah, no problem, man, for real.
And
But
you
like
fucking don't look. There's gonna be one of those days you don't realize he throw it to you, and you takes too long. He'd be like, "Dad, I said."
I said, don't fuck with me. Like, where are you? Like, dude, where were you? You left me hanging.
Song's over now, Dad.
Yeah, but like so we're doing that for his graduation, like so we're playing his playlist and I'm going through it and I was like, man, this is all over the fucking place. Like he has like Rainbow Road from Mario Kart on there, and then it'll go from like texting my ex to Get Back to going down for real from Flow Rider is like his
Yeah.
jam. Like that fills the jam jar. And then he'll go from that to Zombie Nation. I'm like, dude, where are we going? We're on
Yeah.
a ride. Like we are on a fucking ride. And lately he's been on an 808s and heartbreaks kick.
Okay.
I was like, Kanye, Kanye, and then I'm like, then when he played Heartless, I was like, oh, okay, that's okay. This is
Yeah.
808 and Heartbreak,
Yeah.
Kanye. That's okay with that. Like that's fine. Keep it here,
I mean,
here,
he could
here
be
and
listening. He
below.
could be listening to Diddy.
No, no, sir, no, sir. But yeah, he does, and then all of a sudden he'll when he when he likes a new song, we add it to the playlist, and that's the first song he does, and then he starts going.
Yeah.
But the thing with him is he doesn't let it play. Like I swear my kid's gonna end up being like a mixer or a producer or something. Cause he'll get about a minute, maybe sometimes a minute and a half, sparingly, and then changes it.
Oh.
And then I'm like, hey, I'll be jamming.
I was listening to
I'm like, I was why you gotta be so heartless? And then
that.
all of a sudden it flips, and I'm like, dude, we having a thing. We were never mind. No, you know what? It's fine. But the worst part is as he flips it, I know what's coming next.
Yeah.
And like he doesn't I've tried showing him like the structure of a playlist, like if you do this and do that. And when Apple updated, when Kim was on here last or a couple times ago, we were talking about how it was mixing in, like Apple iTunes was mixing in new songs.
Oh.
Ooh, Xander hated it.
Oh.
Oh my god, because it was like they were blending in stuff. Like so it would go from one to another, but they would like when it would fit in correctly. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it could be at the end of one song, probably about 30 to 45 seconds left in the song, and then it would go to like a minute into the next song
Oh.
and then splice them. Xander fucking hated it because he missed the minute of the song that he wanted to hear.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck. Okay. Well, all right. But then what's so funny with him is when they mix it in, he'll go back. He just hits it. He's like, he just gets pissed. Nope. Not,
Yeah.
not happening.
Fuck.
Yeah. He's like, fuck you. Mm-mm. No, we're not doing that. And I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. I mean, and then he like See You in My Nightmares featuring Lil Wayne. And then I started thinking to myself, does this spin into a Little Wayne thing next? Like, because like I'm seeing your algorithm, son, and I'm like, are we going here? Because eventually, maybe you'll get into like Little Wayne's No Love, and then all of a sudden, then you get the white dude, and then I'll
Yeah.
be like, it took us forever to get here.
Yeah.
Fantastic. But anytime I've ever put on like I try not to play too much M because M is real reckless.
Yeah.
But every time I put it on, Xander would be like, change it. And I'm like, dude, you're fucking crushing me. Like, you're fucking killing me. But like, he does. He has a very wide range of shit. Like Florida Georgia lines on there. Like,
Huh.
like, uh, but not like a lot of country. I tried getting them with like Graham Barham. I tried doing Oil Money to see if maybe like with like the guitar. Nope. No.
Not having it.
No.
I
And
I I just went down I don't want to say an M rabbit hole. I was I saw this video. I'm assuming it was old. I don't know how recent it was. This CD's been out for like a year now, but when um LL dropped his new album last year,
the Murdergram Deluxe.
yeah, and he was talking about how he, kind of asked M like, "Hey, I'm gonna do a part two. Like, let's get on this." And he was just talking about how the breakdown was, and he was just so shocked at like how M handled his part. You know what I mean? Like how he just does what he does. And I was like, man, yeah, I haven't listened to M in a minute, bro. I started from the fucking beginning. I started with the very first album, and I've worked my way all the way up to I think I might be at Kamikaze.
Oh wow.
Like I started. I mean, it's been it's probably been like a week maybe since I started it, but Like, yeah,
You
every
still got a
day
little bit.
I do got a little bit, but still, like, I was surprised I got that for like, I was like, fuck, like, I just started from the very beginning and I just started rolling through. And that's where it was like, I got to, what was it, is it the Marshall Mathers LP? I think, dude, where he just, I didn't realize that, like, I mean, I probably did at the time when that album was released, but it's been so long since I've listened to the full album. Dude, he goes so hard on Insane Clown Posse and that whole fucking album. I was like, wow. I was I know there was the beef, but like, I just forgot that that album was pretty much his like
Fuck you,
call out.
dude.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. I was like, okay, all right, yeah, okay, this is what we're doing. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy to go back and listen to him and then like
yeah,
his lyrics, and then you go into now and you're just like you almost feel like it's separations from like Slim to M to
yeah.
Marshall, and it,
Now he's Pappy.
now he's Pappy Marsh. You know what I mean?
His
Shit,
next fucking album's gonna be a fucking set of kids' lullabies.
dude, I'd buy
I mean, I'll listen to it. I'm not complaining if you did. I'd be
I
interested.
would be so for it. I'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, oh, cleaning out my closet is a lullaby. There you go. I'd be
I
fucking for it.
I I follow this person on Instagram. I follow the band and him separately because it's two different worlds, even though it's all the same. Fred Durst has been killing me. That motherfucker, like he looks like fucking Santa Claus. Like
Oh
the
my
whole,
god, I've seen him.
I'm like this, but he's still out there doing it. Like him and the boys still on tour. Like I mean, most of it's European stuff, but like I mean, I know they're coming home. I think there's a big fest they're doing down in like Nashville area.
Yeah,
Um, but then he just released. He's featured on the new single for MGK,
yeah.
which I'm like, I like the song, but I'm again we're talking about hatred, rolling it back. I fucking hate MGK. Like, but I'm like, so I was like, I don't want to like the song because it's his, but I'm like, but it's a pretty good song and it's got Fred on it. And then he just released a new single. He's also featured on this chick song. Um, that I want to look up the girl because I was like, I never heard of her, and the song's really good, and she's actually really good. Um, and his flow on it's just fucking awesome. I'm like, are we getting a resurgence here? Like high school music? Like,
I mean, I'm all for it. Like there is a resurgence in all kind of shit right now. So,
I mean, T.I.'s dropping shit. Like,
well, yeah, like I think Ti's coming on the 13th, and then if my memory serves me, it's like Ti's the 13th, Drake is the 15th.
Luda's working
Um,
on new shit.
yeah, I'm like, I could take it. I mean, plus summer's coming, so it's like, yeah,
Um, it again different genre, but same era. Evanescence has a new CD coming out.
did you see that Bring Me to the Horizon was just here?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, oh, all
they were
right.
at the Rock, the whatever it is over in Keys. Is that where the Roxy is now?
No, they were at PPG because there was a line outside of it.
Oh shit!
And bro,
They
the
just announced the Riverhounds just announced they're having this huge like rock fest at whatever the hell the stadium's called now,
yeah,
and it's being headlined by Pierce the Veil.
really?
I was like, oh, okay. Like
Yeah.
I might. It's like a 2 day. It's like a all weekend 2 day fest.
Do you have it in you for a 2 day festival?
Fuck no. I'd be lucky if I fucking go just to see Pierce the Veil. Like,
Well, that's how people go. Like people say now, like somebody said something. I forget who it was. I don't know. I think it might have been my niece, but she was like, "I don't know, understand how you did it," and I'm like, "Huh?" And she's like, "Who stays out that late?" I was like, Yeah, I don't know. Different breed, different time, drugs. I don't
Yeah,
know.
definitely. I mean, we were just talking about it earlier. I can't even fucking stay up for a hockey game.
Yeah, right. And now I'm over here going, wait, I did this? What?
Yeah,
And then like it all circles back to like I used to bust Mike Levy's balls about leaving at midnight. Now I'm like, dude, I'll leave at 10.
yeah,
Like I'll walk the fuck out. Like I have no problem with it whatsoever. Like
yeah,
I'm perfectly content like leaving somewhere. Like when we went and saw Graham,
yeah.
we got done and I was like, whew, I'm fucking tired. Like,
But we were like, we're still kind of early. Like we
yeah,
were.
right. It's almost in this like weird like limbo situation where you're like, ah, you know what? I'm like, hey, I'm fucking kind of tired. It is a little early though, you know. You know, it. I think now we're in that age where it's like if the vibe's good.
Well, here's the thing though. Like, this will be one for me. I don't think we've touched on because this happened since we did the WrestleMania. I so I did the draft.
Yes, that's right. Before we go, I do want to talk about that.
So I did the draft, and I went down during the day that Friday because I get like you said, I was like, I'm not fucking hanging Thursday night. Like, there's no way.
No, oh no.
I'm like, I'm not doing it. Um, Plus, I wanted to watch it Thursday because, for one, I wanted to watch the McAfee coverage, but two, I wanted to get a feel for the vibe. Like, what's it gonna be like? Is it packed? Is it, gonna be as crazy as everybody said is or thought it was gonna be?
Hmm.
So I was using that as my judge for how to manage Friday because I was gonna
Yeah.
go. I had the plans to go Friday, so I went down Friday, left my house at about 11 ish, quarter to 11. Caught the trolley down, which I have not caught the fucking trolley in I don't know how long. That thing runs through my neighborhood every 20 minutes. Um, so that was an experience in itself because I'm like, where the fuck do I get off? I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Yeah, right.
I was like, I'm just following all the people in Steelers gear. Wherever they go, I'm going.
There you
Um,
go.
so I took the trolley down. Ended up meeting John down there. He got down there before me, so he was like further up in the line to get in, which is crazy. I thought about this morning, because I was reading the more of the news article about that crash.
Yeah.
Um, and I didn't think of it until today because one of the images caught my eye. So where that car fell off and homie was laying there,
Yeah.
that's where the entrance to the draft was.
Yeah.
I'm like, if that would have happened during that week, like that could have been
That would
so
have been
bad. So bad.
really fucking bad.
So, I mean, not that it wasn't bad to begin with, but like
Yeah. It would
it'd have been
like
so much
could
worse.
have been worse than what it is. Real
Yeah.
quick for people that don't know and are from out watch this from outside of the city.
Yeah.
Yesterday there was a car accident. One car flew over the embankment and fell onto Reedsdale Street from 65 as you were trying to get to the Fort Pitt or Fort Pitt tunnels
Yeah.
or into downtown. Two people were killed. The person that Eric's talking about was actually flung, ejected from their car.
Yeah.
Um,
It looked like they came out of the sunroof.
yeah, really bad. Two fatalities, multiple injuries. But what
Yeah, it
Eric
was
touched
sad.
on in the beginning, yeah, I literally saw the crash firsthand because I was in the traffic. So yeah, respectfully,
Yeah.
we
T's and
here at
P's.
the show we just send our thoughts and prayers to for the families because, like Eric said, you don't know what's happening tomorrow is not promised, and those people are just trying to go home, and now they're never
Yeah.
going home.
Yeah.
Sorry, Eric. Go ahead.
Anywho, so
Let's
John
lighten
was
it up.
John was ahead of me, and I couldn't get to John because where he was at in the line is where the barricades were. So like, I'd have had to have been a real fucking asshole to walk around or hop this barricade just to get to John. And John was like, just tell him there's a medical emergency and you need to get up here to your brother or whatever. We'll make up a lie. And I'm like, John, I'm not that far behind you. I'll meet you inside. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
so I was standing by Rally House right there on General Robinson. I was standing there waiting to get in, and it didn't take long. I made friends with two guys in front of me. I'm sorry I don't remember their names. Shout out to the Virginia guys. They were a pretty cool duo. I don't know if it was father son. I don't know what the dynamic was. I asked him, I was like, how long have you guys been standing down here? You've been standing here a long time. He goes, I don't know. I don't think it's been that long. He looked at the kid and he goes, we've been down here a long time. And he goes, no, I don't think so. And he goes, sorry. He goes, we did get down here early. He goes, because we thought the gates opened at like 9, 10 a.m. He goes, then we got down here and realized they didn't open till noon. He was like, so we went to this bar thing over there, and he pointed towards like where Tom's, I think it's where Tom's is, Tom's Watch.
Yeah.
Like across from like Tequila Cowboys.
Yep.
Like that's like one of those was open for brunch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were serving alcohol. He goes, I mean, you're not gonna not. And I'm like, my man.
I'd have been like, are you from New Jersey?
He was like, I had a few, but I ate. And I was like, I mean, even if you didn't eat, that's still breakfast.
It's just funny he's keeping it 100 with you the whole time. He's like, I ate though.
Yeah. And I'm like, so they were cool. And he was in Steelers gear. The dude, the other, I say kid because he was younger than us, but he was definitely like, I would say college age. Like he was definitely legal to drink, but not a full adult,
Yeah.
And he was in Patriots gear, and I was like, Patriots in Virginia? He was like, it's a whole thing. And I was like, no, it's fine. I'm not judging.
Nope.
So I'm talking to them, and then behind me, there's these two girls, and the one girl, she's drinking you'll probably love this part. She's drinking a Monster. Evidently, there was somebody walking around handing them out, but it was warm.
Ugh.
And it was some new flavor. I think if I remember the can correctly, it was like tangerine something. I don't know. And she's drinking it and she's like, this is fucking disgusting. And I was like, I turned around and I was like, then why are you drinking it? And she was like, I don't know. She was like, I just keep drinking it. So the other girl was like, well, then just put it fucking down. And she was like, I don't want to litter. And she was like, well, then I don't fucking know what to tell you. Like, and I'm like, so then I start talking to them. I'm making friends. You know how we do. Like, I'm mingling. And I'm like, oh, I was like, where are you girls from? And they're like, oh, we're actually from, they're just up from like the other side of Cranberry. And I was like, oh, I was like, but you're wearing Denver's gear. She goes, yeah, like that guy. It's a long story. And I was like, okay. And and then so the older guy that was in front of me, now all five of us, those two, the girls and me, we're all now talking. And I guess we'll call him the dad. He looks down and he goes, those are some fucking shit kickers. I look down at this girl's feet. She's wearing like these like just girl slip on like a loaf, like a little, just like a little summer slide on shoe, like this little, it kind of looked a little like lacy, like, just some little shoe. But she fucking drilled fucking metal spikes through them, like dog collar spikes.
Oh.
And he was like, God damn. He goes, if we get in some shit, he goes, I'm fucking pointing you first. Just start kicking, girl. I was like kicking. I was like, fuck, just pick her up and start spinning her around like fucking helicopter.
I mean, worst case scenario, just take this shoe off and start beating people with it.
So then this fucking like, it wasn't a cop. It was more like security guard looking kid, he comes walking by with the fucking German Shepherd on a leash, and I never seen somebody tighten up so quick.
Oh, really?
One of the girls, the Denver girl, the one that was wearing the Denver gear, she fucking froze, and I was like, "You good?" She was like, "I'm carrying," and I was like what? And she was like, she's like, "Well, I guess you're gonna find out in a few minutes when this dog walks past me," and I was like, "Oh." So the dog starts walking by us, and she's fucking sweating
Frozen.
bullets,
I'm
and
sure.
I'm like waiting for this dog to fucking tear her apart. Like I didn't know what was gonna happen, and of all things, the fucking dad guy stops him and he goes, starts talking to the cop, whatever, about his dog. He goes, "Oh," he goes, is that a drug dog?" He goes, "You guys looking for drugs and paraphernalia and stuff?" And
Oh my God.
that girl's eyes were like,
Shut
"Whoa."
up.
And I'm like, "Oh, now I get it. Now I get it." And he was like, "No," he goes, "We're just, this is bomb sniffing dogs. We're looking more for explosives, things of that nature." He goes, "We could give two shits if somebody wants to sneak some fucking weed into the draft." That girl was like, "Okay, okay." The sigh of relief on her face. And it did. They walked by and the dog kind of looked like he wanted to stop and like, "Hey, this
Yeah.
one, you know?" But he kind of was like, eh, and then just kept on going. And I was like, "Oh, you got fucking weed on you?" She goes, "Yes, I do." I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Well, you heard. They don't care." She goes, "But I did." She was like, "I didn't know how that was going to turn out." I was like, "I didn't either, but I'm sorry. I was here for the entertainment." I mean,
I mean, if I was with you, I'd have been the same way. I'd have been like, I literally would look at her and be like, "What the fuck are you so tight for? Like, what the fuck's going on with you?" But then, like in the same breath, like weed, you could have weed in a fucking in a pen.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know how she was carrying it or what exactly it was, but
But
yeah,
when you said she was carrying,
yeah, I didn't.
I thought she was carrying, and
Well,
I'm
because
like,
she was,
oh,
because when I was asking her, like, again, she doesn't know me. You know what I mean? Like, who am I for her to
yeah, she don't know
tell
you
me
from
what she's
Adam.
got on her? Like, I could have been undercover and then busted her or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Facts. Yeah.
so, um, plus, I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole about this or try and sound like a whatever you want to call me at this moment, but like, also too, like, I did bring it up to them because they were both like, they're Mexican, like they were like they were Spanish of some sorts. I don't know what, again, descent, like I don't know the full ethnic background, but we did, there was an ice conversation briefly, but again,
Oh
like she
my
doesn't know
god.
who I am. Like she doesn't know who I am. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just chatting
Yeah.
with her. So like again, and I also think she was nervous to tell me what she had because that security guy was in earshot. So it's like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
she
For
didn't want to
sure.
rat herself out. So like I get it, and it was cool. So we all ended up going in. I met up with Johnny, and we went. I looked at him and I was like, "Do you have what is your goal here? What are we doing?" And he was like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "Follow me." He was like, "Okay." Beelined it. We were right where we came in, right across the parking lot. Um, basically in the stage AE parking lot.
Yeah.
McAfee. I was like, "He's live right now. That show started 10 minutes ago. Let's go." So, I sent you some photos and stuff.
Yeah. And
We
then we
sat,
tried to crosshair it to try to put you in the same time frame of what you were fucking sending.
yeah, and it was,
And then I was like, where the fuck is he?
and that's what, like, I didn't know. So, like, for me, because I beelined it and we were like some of the first people over there, we got front row to his stage. But I didn't
Yeah.
know that being in the front row then took us out of eyesight because I couldn't see what you guys were seeing at home.
Yeah. I could see the jackass behind you over on the left hand side trying to get up on the fucking the pipe or whatever the fucking peg that he keeps getting up on, and his drunken ass is about to fall off of like every 30 seconds. And I
Yeah.
was like, if he fell and Eric didn't tell me this motherfucker fell, I'm gonna be mad. Gonna
Yeah.
be real fucking mad.
we we hung out for the first hour of McAfee. Got picture of good old Raj Goodell, and if any of you guys watched the draft, there was the kid that ended the night. He was the Seattle fan, and he like stole the show because he like grabbed the microphone and he was yelling and screaming in the microphone. And Pat had him on the next day. And we were talking with him because right where we were standing, where it was like like the little security in and out for like the guests and people that were like on the show and
Yeah.
stuff. So like we got to interact with a few people, but like we did that, and then we we went up to the main stage. We got as close to that as we could without having to have like a VIP ticket.
Yeah.
We got photos at the stage, and then we walked around. Like my goal was to do as much free shit as I could.
Yeah.
Like and a lot of it was like there wasn't much, like there wasn't really anything that you had to pay for to do. The only obviously food and merch. That was the only two things that you really had to pay for.
Right.
So merch, kiss my ass. $60 for a fucking t-shirt that said draft Pittsburgh on it? No way.
Yeah.
100 and something for a fucking jacket, like a hoodie. I was like, fuck you. I was like, nope, not doing it. So but then it was, I almost felt like we were at like fucking Sam's Club. There were some people, we walked past like these food places and they'd be like, here, try our stuff. And you'd be getting a little sampler. I'm like, I mean, this will hold me over. I hit a couple more of these places. I have fucking free gelato and everything. Like,
Hey, you're not gonna not.
I did not, or I did. But like, so we did all the free stuff. You know, a lot of it was like museum-y type things.
Yeah.
Like they had all the teams' jerseys on display that you could get photos with, and a bunch of stuff. So we did all that, and then we caught the Gateway Clipper over to the point from the North Shore over to the point, and then we did as much as we could over there. Again, everything was free, but over there, that was more of like fan central, to where the North Shore was like draft central.
Right.
Point was fan central. And the lines over there to do stuff was just, again, it's free, but it took for like, I mean, they had the Steelers 6 Super Bowls on display.
Mm-hmm.
It had to have been an easy half-hour wait. And I'm like, I'm not worried. Like, I'm a Pittsburgher. I go to Acrisure, Heinz Field, whatever you want to call it. Like, they're in the fucking Great Hall all the time on display. Like, I'm not worried about standing in line for a half hour just to get my photos. I get it if you're an out-of-towner or somebody that doesn't have that opportunity and this is your one-time shot to get a photo or get pictures of the trophies. Like, I get it, but I wasn't doing it. And then we went to do this other thing where they had this little photo op section set up where you go up and act like you were drafted. And they're like, oh, which team do you want? And then you tell them, and then they hand you a jersey for that team. It has like a number 1 on it, I think, or something simple. And then you stand at a podium with like the actual backdrop, like the kids, like the rookies did. And you get your photo taken. Again, easy, half-hour, 45-minute wait. And I'm like, I'm not wasting my whole day just to get a photo holding a jersey.
Yeah.
Like, that was just my impatience kicking in. Like, I just can't do that kind of stuff. And I kind of felt bad. Like, I kept telling John, like, is there anything? And even John was kind of eyeballing it, but like, even I could tell he was kind of like, no, like, I don't think it's worth all that. Like, so there was a few other little photo op things. I mean, I got some pictures of stuff, and that was it. By the time before we knew it, we had walked through the point, because the boat drops you off more down by the fountain. So we started down that end, like where the steps are.
Mm-hmm.
So we walked up the steps, and before we knew it, like we walked through, and we were like at the end. We were like technically the beginning, like the entrance to the point, like up by like Gateway Center and stuff. And I'm like, well, fuck, we did what? Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're done.
I'm like, I'm like, you good? He's like, I'm good. And I was like, I guess we're leaving then. He was like, okay. So we walked out. Like, it was like, okay. So, I mean, again, we did everything that we could do. You know, it was I think too, like I misjudged the weather. I wore all fucking black and it was fucking almost 80 degrees. It was hot. And again, no shade. Walk around like the North Shore and shit. Like, I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, misjudged that.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I can say I did it. I experienced it. I got some, like I said, I got some photo ops um, that I'll have to remember, say I did it.
Commemorate that you went.
And yeah, I mean, that was my thing too. Like, so like I said, I went Friday and we left. You could tell that like when we were leaving, the crowd was real. It wasn't packed at all. Again, there was lines at the stuff at the point, but like the North Shore, there was not really lines for anything that we wanted to do on the North Shore. And we weren't fighting through crowds of people. Like we were able just to freely walk wherever we wanted to. Like
Right.
they had it set up really cool. Like they had these big tall black fences, just like a basic fence. But they were black and then there was like almost like Pittsburgh street signs, like, like not names of street signs, but like signs that you see around Pittsburgh that are like, oh, if you go this way, that'll take you to, the whatever attraction, like their attraction type
Yeah.
directional
Yeah.
signs. They had those. And that was like, oh, if you go this way, that'll take you to the jersey display, or if you go this way, it'll take you to the food area, or this like. So there was it. There was sign like everywhere you were trying to like figure out where to go. You could
Yeah.
figure out how to get there. So it was done very well. It was really cool. But like I said, when we were leaving, the main like because at that point the night 2 of the draft was going to be starting.
Hmm.
Because that started at like 6ish, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah.
So again, when we left, like you could tell everybody was like, all right, let's all go down. Everybody wanted to go down now.
Right. It was
So I
starting
was
to
like,
fall in.
I think we got out of there at a good time, but I was like, fuck. I wanted to I like I don't know how long I could have hung. I wanted to see the Wiz fucking Brett Michaels little show.
I don't
I
think you would
was
have made it, bro.
I don't know. But then I found out they didn't play after the draft. They played before. They opened night 2. I was like, well, motherfucker, like I could have done that. I thought I was gonna have to be there all fucking night. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Right.
But yeah, but it was cool. Like I said, it was an experience. I can say I did it. Um, you know, like I said, I got photos to commemorate the event and, did my thing. So yeah, it was cool. What if it comes again, would I do it again? Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. It depends on I don't think it's coming anytime soon. So times might definitely probably be a lot different. Like, who
Yeah.
knows what's gonna be like at that point. But like maybe that might be something I would think about again, depending on how it comes, how it functions, and what I don't know how I'm feeling.
Right. And hopefully
Like
it's not a 90-degree day.
yeah, like but it might be one of those things where I was like, okay, I did all the fanfare stuff the first time the draft came. Maybe this time I actually go down and actually watch the
The
draft. You know what I
draft.
mean? Like try to catch a round of the draft just to experience that side of it.
Yeah,
But
for
I don't.
sure.
But I'm not like, well, it's a must do. Like I did it. If it never
Yeah.
comes again, okay. If it does, I don't even like. Again, I'd think about it, but I'm not. I don't feel like I'd be missing anything.
No, I don't think so either. Like the more I've saw like the whole setup and as much as I've seen and like watched as it was being built and then like seeing people down there, like not even being a part of it, like literally witnessing it to and from work and shit like
Yeah,
that. Like and then of course I go on like social media, of course you were there. Like I kind of felt like I was there. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So
It was cool. Like I said, it was an experience. You know, I guess everybody's going to have their own opinion on the people that went, didn't go. I know there's like business owners bitching on the news or whatnot, but like it was a cool thing. It was crazy to see that many people around, and
Yeah.
it just goes to prove that the city can host things like that. So maybe more stuff, not just the NFL, but like, who knows? Like, I mean, I know we've done it in the past, but I know that also like it's another thing that's become a bigger spectacle is like the MLB All-Star game. Like
Mhm.
we could always host one of those again, but on a grander scale. Like again, it just goes to show that the city,
The city has the potential to do it.
yeah, it can function and
Yeah.
do stuff. So it was cool. It was a cool experience. The only other thing that I didn't get to do that I thought would have been cool to go check out was that new arch landing that they opened. Not like it would have been cool just to check out that new space, but that's where Pitt was holding their event.
Yeah.
And then like for us being season ticket holders, there was like special things for us to do down there. But that was way like I wasn't I wasn't walking all the way down there.
No. I'd have been like, I'm good.
Like I said, I got off the trolley right there at I think that's the Champions, whatever that garage is where Rally
Champions
House
Garage.
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
like there's a trolley stop underground. I
Hmm.
got I got off, walked up the steps right there, walked around the draft. I looked. That's when I was like, John, for fucking catching that clipper over, I'm not walking across a bridge over to the point. And he was like, okay. So we went and we didn't even have to wait long. Like we were within the first 10 people waiting to get on the. We waited longer for it to empty.
Oh yeah,
The
I bet.
So we had to wait for all those people to get off, and then we got on, and yeah, took a little boat ride because it didn't just go straight over. I think they had like a little pattern that they were going just to
Yeah, like
give.
a route.
Yeah, like I think they were giving each because there was like 3 or 4 of them that were running. Like two, yeah, I don't know. There was a couple of them running, so I think again they had to like kind of do a route just to give each other time to drop off and pick up.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like they had to taxi a little bit. So we took a little boat ride, like
Hey, fuck it. I mean, you're down there. You might as well enjoy it.
yeah, and and again the weather. I mean, yeah, it was hot, but like the weather, it could have been worse. You know, I know a
Oh,
lot
it
of
could have.
people. I mean, even again, like on McAfee's show and just some other things that I've watched, like ESPN and stuff like that. Like a lot of people have said, like Pittsburgh that could have been a lot worse weather. I mean, look at it fucking now. It was like fucking almost snowing the other day. Like it's like the weather is so unpredictable right now. So we lucked
Oh,
out.
trust me. Like I just felt like that when we did like Xander's prom. I was
Yeah,
like, dude, it's like fucking 40 degrees out. Like,
yeah,
we were worried about him being in a long sleeve fucking t-shirt. I was like, he lucked out.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
probably cozy in that motherfucker.
Yeah. So I mean, I get it. Like it's
Like I
very
left this
unpredictable.
morning for work. I was probably the same thing for you. Like I left for this morning for work and it was only 30 degrees.
I left this morning and I had to defrost my car.
Yes. I'm like,
I'm
what
like,
the
dude, it's the
fuck?
fucking middle of May.
Yeah, like this is so it's yeah, so that's I mean the weather for
Yeah.
the day for what it could have been, the weather was good. Like it was a good day. So
Yeah, like
I yeah.
you caught it on a good day because it ended up it was nice on that Friday and then the following day, like Brandy and I were considering like heavily considering it, and then it rained all day.
Yeah.
So
It
you
did.
definitely caught it a good day.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely. I mean, look at too like we were just talking about like last weekend because I had to fight all the fucking traffic like you bitched about having to get around because of the draft. And then this past weekend, I had to try and get around fucking Oakland and move my kid out of college during the fucking marathon.
Yeah, this city sure knew how to fucking plan it. Hey, let's
I'm
do
like,
the draft. Now we'll do the marathon.
that's fine, but Pitt could have waited a week to move out. Like,
Yo, they really could have. Like they really could have because like
well, and it wasn't even so much just like it was. Not only was it the marathon, like had streets shut down to get around Oakland because it runs down Forbes, but they also there were commencement ceremonies going on like at the Pete and stuff. And I'm like,
yeah,
again, like you could have held like why is everything got to be in the because the dorm kids, like they all had to be out of their dorms by Sunday at noon. Like
Yeah.
that was their checkout. Like they had to be out. And we went over Saturday morning at like I think I left my house at 9. And it's still like normally it's 15 minutes to get from my house to Oakland.
Yeah.
I left at 9. I don't think I got over there until almost 10.
That actually sounds pretty fucking accurate.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck, I found a parking spot on the street right outside like Jane's dorm. Right there where Five Guys is.
Mm-hmm.
On that, I don't know what the name of that side street is. Uh, I guess that's where the O used to be at that corner.
How about the taco
Anyways,
spot?
yeah, the taco dip now. I I found a parking spot on the curb, pulled up next to behind this other family loading up their pickup truck. And I was like, "Did anybody bother you being here?" And Mom was like, "Huh?" And I was like security, like, please, like anybody tell you guys you got to move or give you a hard time about being parked here? Dad was like, "Fuck no," and I was like, "My man." I was like, "All right." I put money in the fucking little meter. I put money in the meter. Walked up, got a hold of Jane and Jean, and was like, "All right, let's do this." And I was like, in and out, in
Yeah.
and out. I put an hour and 45 minutes on the meter. When I pulled away, all loaded up and packed, there was still probably 45 minutes, if not an hour, left on the meter.
It's free. It's free for somebody else.
I was like, I am in and out. Like I wasn't kidding. Like I was so fucking done.
Dude, that's Oakland. I don't want to be in there and I don't want to be in there long. I want to be in and the fuck out. I
Well, it
don't.
doesn't help with all that construction. And again, you ride through there,
Yep.
like Fifth Avenue is such a fucking joke, and they're still adjusting because they moved like the bus stuff from Fifth to Forbes, and like that traffic's still like weird. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like for me, like it's not too bad because I drive into the very beginning of Oakland, like right by McGee. I mean, you know where I'm
Yeah.
at. So I'm in and out. Like my parking garage now is right next door to my building. Like I'm in and out. Like I don't have to go into the heart of Oakland. Like I'm on that edge right by Carlo. I'm in and out.
Yep.
Like I don't play around, but like yeah, like again, like having to go get Jane on certain days and stuff like
It's a
that going.
bitch.
I'm like, fuck, because I have to like loop around because her street is a one way down. Like that street where Five Guys is a one way down.
Yep.
So I got to go all the way down to Cathedral, loop back
And
up
then
on the
shoot
fifth,
down.
and then come back. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
And if it's a standstill, you are boned.
yeah. And then the roads are so tore up. I'm afraid my car's gonna get fucking swallowed, or I don't know,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna fucking lose a whole tire and rim to the ground. I'm like, this fucking shit. Like, that's one thing
Well,
I can
like
say about.
that's when I was talking to you the other day, and I was like, "Yo, they're
Yeah.
literally switching the fucking lanes as we're driving." Like
And
they,
I didn't realize that because so I started again, we had some craziness going on, so I was off for a day or two. And then I'm now working from home certain days of the week. So I was technically really not in Oakland for a few days, a good couple days. And that's when you told me that. And I was like, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Like I wasn't. So then the next morning, I was coming into the office and I parked in my garage and I walked out the back entrance of the garage on the fifth and
yeah,
I saw what you were talking about. And I was like, oh, they did move those fucking lanes
yeah,
because it's like
yeah, they fucking did.
they repaved the far right lane, which I guess is going to be the new bus lane.
Yes,
And now they moved the cones, the whatever those fucking things are, over to the more to the next lane, like the middle lane.
yeah,
So I'm like, so now you got one lane on the left, one lane on the right, but the middle lane shut down. Like, what the fuck?
yeah, dude. You had like when I was talking to you, I was over here in the left first two,
Yeah,
and then they kept coming in front of us, and it would move us over 2 lanes. And then I'm like, well, what the fuck are we doing here? And
yeah,
then you saw people like like wiggling in and out, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And
yeah,
of course, they're doing it at almost 2 o'clock. And if anybody in this city knows, between 2 and like 5 is horrible in
Yeah.
Oakland. Like it literally starts, I'd say, between like 1 and 2. 1 and 3, it's bad.
Yeah.
At 2 o'clock, everybody's trying to leave. When you try to leave from Oakland, good fucking luck because it's always jammed up. So the fact that as it's jammed up, they're switching the lanes, and it's like, no, now the traffic has to like merge over into 2 other lanes, but you
Yeah.
already have traffic here. Like, so that has to empty out. Then they were coming across like fucking old like Looney Tunes, hup, 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 and they would move everything. And then this lane would empty, they block that off. Then we'd have to wait, then we'd go, then they would block it off again and move it. I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, I don't know. I don't understand how people can do it. Like, I can't understand how people do Oakland. Now,
No.
like,
And that
without the traffic, I get it. This shit, I
no,
don't.
and I mean, I can only hope that it's going to get better once a lot of this construction is done. I mean, the whole Presby thing, and that's going to take forever. But like, I know that fucks up shit. But like this lane bus shit that they're doing is what's currently fucking everything up.
Mhm.
And it's like, come on. And again, I'm glad. And that was one of the reasons that I switched my parking because I was parking on the south side and catching the employee shuttle in to Oakland. But again, that has to take all the routes
Yeah.
through Oakland. And I'm like, this is taking forever. Like I
Yep.
get done at 4:30 and I wouldn't get back to my car till almost 5:15.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, dude.
So like the way things work now, like especially leaving, like again in the mornings, it's easy for me because I just come up Forbes and I only got to again like one block past McGee and then I turn into again, you know where I'm at in that alley.
Yeah.
So like there's that bank that's down, it's closed down on Forbes. There was a bank there right by the hotel where Jen and Craig got married.
Yep.
I turn up that street and turn into my alley and I'm in.
Yeah.
And then when I leave, I go to the end of my street, turn down towards Forbes, but I cross Forbes and go around McGee and hit the
And
Boulevard of the
jump on.
Allies.
Yeah. And
And I go
jump on
past like
everything.
that Sunoco.
Yep.
And I just take the Boulevard all the way to so again, I leave my house, I leave work at 4:30. I'm home by 5.
Right.
Which again, that time of day, rush hour traffic on the bridges and the tunnels, that's the only thing that holds me up, or I'd be home quicker. But it's like, so again, at 5:15, I was just getting to my car and then still had to get from the south side home.
Yeah. And that's
So
a
I wasn't
bitch.
getting home till 5:30, almost 6.
Right.
So it's like I've learned my ins and outs of Oakland. That's why like a couple of my teammates at work are like, I just park. I don't know how you drive in Oakland. And I'm like, well, that's the other thing too. And that's like, I told my boss that when she told us they were making us work from home for the draft. Like, like, well, we're worried about people getting around for traffic. And I'm like, not many of you live in the city. You guys are all like suburb people.
Mm-hmm.
So you only come into the city when you have to work or maybe for an event or something. Like,
Right.
I lived this. I grew up this. Like, I know what the fuck I'm doing. I will get in and out no matter what.
Absolutely.
And that's what I do. I'm in and I'm out. Like, I'm
Well,
not
that's
fucking
like
around.
when they send me into Oakland in the afternoon, I will plan it because usually the last stop leaving is either the place next to yours or McGee. So what I
Yeah.
do is I literally will plan it so that's the last. So when
Yeah.
I'm done, I just either hook the right or hook the left and get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
easier that way, and it's simple. Because by that time, if it is 2 o'clock, I won't make the right coming out of your place because everybody's going to be up there. So I make
Yeah.
the left and just swing it around McGee, just like you do.
Yeah. Because if you try to go up to Fifth with the way Fifth's all fucked up, and like and I get it, Forbes is, they say Forbes is in, Fifth is out. But
Yeah,
it's like, folks, there's other roads to get out of fucking Oakland than just Fifth Avenue.
Yeah,
Now,
for
granted,
sure.
I don't want you people all taking the side roads like I do, but because then
Yeah,
you're gonna
don't
start
catch on to
fucking
the
that shit.
shit.
They're gonna start fucking that shit up. But like everybody just thinks, oh, Fifth Avenue is the only way to get out, and it's like, no,
No.
like, and like you said too, like once that 1:38, 2 o'clock time hits, because that's like you got to figure the hospital, like Oakland's a lot of besides the college stuff. The rest of it's all hospital related, and that's normally like shift change
Yeah.
for like the morning nurses are leaving and the afternoon like evening nurses and medical crews coming in. So it's like, yeah, like the traffic coming in and out of there is just it's a shit show,
Oh my God. It's it's the fucking worst.
and people
So
don't
hey,
know how to
if you
fucking
don't
drive.
have to fucking be in Oakland and you live in Pittsburgh, don't fucking go there.
Yeah,
Don't. Do not go there unless you absolutely fucking have to. Or go if you want to check out a restaurant or somewhere, go in the morning or try to get there by like a little bit before lunch and get the fuck out. That
yeah.
just yeah. It's a bad it's just a bad part right now because there's so much construction. There's so much going on in that little fucking section. So
Oh,
just
hey, that's Pittsburgh for you.
yeah, right. I mean, like, hey, now you all know.
What we
Yeah,
do.
now you know. That's how we live. Okay, all right. Now you know. You were here for the draft. You're here for the marathon. Now you know how it goes for us. Okay,
Yeah.
so sorry, but welcome to the city. Welcome to the Berg. That's what we do. That's what the way we've been doing it for years. Okay,
Yeah.
get used to it. All right, we're leaving for this episode. We'll we'll probably have something. We'll have something. I can't make no promises. I got some things in the works. All right. But until next time, that's Big E on the Big Show. We'll catch y'all later.
Later.
Bye.